Hey honeys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get into the video. Y'all, I am so upset because I recorded this video. This was supposed to be a get ready with me, get to know me. And my stupid self decided to show y'all one of the lashes I did, and I changed the focus and then I forgot to change it back. So now, instead of getting ready with me, y'all just gonna get to know me. So let's get into the video because I feel like a lot of y'all don't really know me. Some of y'all are new subscribers. Some of y'all probably do know me and just support because y'all real like that. But even the new people who joined, you guys are real supporters too. Trust and believe. I appreciate and I see who's watching. Okay? So let's get into the get to know me. Ready? Get to know me. Moi. So y'all, let's start off with the basic ones obviously first. So where am I from? How old am I? When is my birthday? And of course, for the people who love these kinds of conversations, what is my zodiac sign? So I am from Dirty Jersey, if you know, home of the Jersey Club. Cause put your hands on my hips when I dip, you dip, we dip. Okay. How old am I? I am 24K gold, y'all. Fun fact. So my photo shoot was supposed to be a 24K gold photo shoot, but I bought a dress from this one place and y'all, the strap was broken. So I ended up just wearing red. And if you want to see those pictures, they're on my Instagram. My birthday definitely passed a while ago, but still, y'all can still like pictures, you know? Who said it's too late to like, you know? And while you like those pictures, like this video. And when is my birthday? So my birthday did pass. My birthday is on June 18. Fun fact, my lucky number is 18. Love, that's like, I don't know, it's just something about it. Every time I get a fortune cookie, I always have a number 18 on there. So I don't know if that means it's lucky, but to me, I see it a lot. So my 2 + 2 is equaling 4. What's my zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is Gemini. And before y'all start, you shut up. Because I know there's some people who are like, yeah, she definitely gives me Gemini energy. Like, shut up. I could have said Cancer and you would have said she gives me Cancer energy. There's some people who literally allow zodiac signs to dictate how they interact and what type of people they like. I don't think I care enough. Because like, if you're a trash person, you're a trash person. I don't really think your zodiac sign has much to do with it. But I definitely do think it's very interesting to see. Like, I follow like those zodiac like sun sign pages, and it's like, I like when I see them and they talk about like certain personality traits, and I'm like, oh, I see the like I could see it. Like, I think for entertainment purposes it's definitely interesting, but for people to allow themselves to be affected by like actual zodiac sign like stereotypes and things like that, you're different breed. Next questions: where did I go to school and what was my minor / major? And I went to school at Montclair State University. Go Red Hawks, you know. My major was communication and media arts, and I minored in business, y'all. Now, originally I did not want to minor in business at all. I wanted to minor in math, and my advisor said, you know, it's better to have a good understanding of like communications business, both from a creative standpoint as well as a business standpoint. But it's like, I shouldn't have listened to him, because I really do love math. Like, y'all, I took a math class in college. Y'all, look at me geeking out. I took a math class in college and we were learning how to do math the way the Mayans and the Babylonians did. Y'all, I was thriving. I loved every second of it. I loved it. But the only thing when it comes to math, I'm really not good with probability and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, something about it that just, it's not clicking. They don't click. But no, I do love math, love it. I should just minor in math. The next question: what has been my favorite age thus far and why? I feel like because I'm only 24, I haven't experienced much of life. But I would say my favorite age so far that I've experienced would definitely be, trying to think, I would definitely say 22. I think when I turned 22, I had a specific mindset, and there are certain things that I was going through and certain experiences that I was having and stuff like that that have altered the way that my mindset has been. And it's like, I think 22 was a lot of self-discovery in terms of like what my strengths and my weaknesses are, and the ability that I have to turn my weaknesses into strengths. Like that, I think, I don't know, 22 was very special to me. Very special. And that's not to say that every age doesn't have their own, you know, things that you learn and things like that. But 22 definitely set things up gave me the building blocks to be where I'm at today. So 22, shout out to you. What kind of music am I into, y'all? I love a good trap song. If it don't got gunshots, it's not a song. Let me stop. Yeah, I don't know if this is just me. Have y'all ever been listening to like a song and then you hear like the police sirens and you gotta turn around like, is that me? That happens to me all the time. I forget that it's the song and I'm like, Rebecca, that's embarrassing. Like, if somebody was in the car with you, they would definitely give you that get it together look. Sometimes I swear I'm like, I'm tripping. But I also like R&B, love a good throwback R&B. I also, let's see, soca. I love Afro beats. I love Haitian music, obviously, because if you didn't know, that was the next question. What's my nationality? I am Haitian. Hey, sac passe na boule. At first, I hate when people do that, so I don't know why I did that. Ew. Because most people who say sac passe na boule, they really just don't know the language, and I do speak it fluently if I do say so myself. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. But my favorite artist, that wasn't a question, but I feel like y'all should know that. I would say I love anything Lil Durk. Durky, yo, if I could sing. When I play this back, I just know I killed that. I just know I killed it. That's so sad. You definitely didn't kill it. I also love Nicki Minaj. Love her. Now, I don't want people to think that like I'm one of those people who go crazy, but like, you know how the barbs be in people's comments and stuff like that. That's not me, because unlike most people, I have individualism and I know how to separate myself from an artist. And I'm not convinced that me and Nicki Minaj are the best of friends and that I need to fight for her. Yeah, most of y'all are crazy. Seek help. I feel like every time I do a video, I'm telling y'all to seek help. Maybe it's a sign to actually do it. But I also love PNB Rock, but he hasn't dropped anything in a while. Like, he too busy living life, taking care of his kids, being in love with his girlfriend. And I need him to drop something like Selfish. That was a bop. Always a bop. Forever be a tune. Horses. I loved Horses. That was a bop. That was a bop. Oh my gosh. Heartbreak. Oh my god. No. Heart Racing. Oh my gosh. Especially when he did the Unforgettable, his little remix. That's the part that really killed me with that song. I was like, y'all need to play the PNB Rock version, because I don't think y'all understand what my man say. Hold up, let me get it for you.
I found you, girl, I like being around you. Feel like Kanye, I'm bound to. Shawty, if you down, I'm down.
Okay, we're done, because we can't get copyrighted in here. We not gonna get copyrighted, but that, you know, I love Bound 2 with Kanye. That was a bop. So when he said that, I said, ooh. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Back to the questions. I also love Rihanna, Beyonce, ride for them, love them. Am I gonna fight for them? No, like some of these insane people. Like the Beehive, y'all need to seek help for real, professional and mental. I think they coincide actually. So find one or both. Oh, let's see. Next question. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? I just had this conversation with my friend because I love to play like I'm not one thing just to see people's reactions. And then my friend was saying that, like, she's like, every time we go out, like, you're always the one that people always want to try to talk to. And I'm like, not in terms of like, oh, talking like that. She's talking about like people just gravitate towards you. I'm like, I don't know why, because you know I'm really shy. She was like, Rebecca, shut up, you're not shy. Like, and I was like, crack it up, because I'm really not. Like, I don't know, that's something I pride myself in. It's like my personality and I guess my presence makes people feel comfortable around me, and it makes them want to talk to me and want to be around me. And I don't know, I pride myself in that. I like it. It really does make me happy when people feel like I'm the type of person who brings happiness to them. And like, I like that. I really do. Like, it really does make me happy. There's times when I'm doing interviews and like sometimes people think like certain celebrities or actresses or things like that, like, yeah, you go through media training, but some people really get anxious or aren't very comfortable when they are in that interview space, because literally like you just talking to somebody about your project or something like that. And there's times like when I get into those interviews and like I see that they're a little tense. It's not for everybody, but it's for most people. I see that they're tense, so like I try to warm them up. I'm like, let's have a conversation, a quick conversation. I tell them about the process, what we're gonna do, and I'm like, if you need to say anything, redo it, you know, just let me know. I'm happy to redo it. Like, once you give someone that reassurance that they can be comfortable with you, they usually relax and give you answers sometimes that they're not giving most people. I mean, that's not the goal, but it definitely is a plus. So I definitely do pride myself in that. I do like that. I do. The only reason why I'm about to answer this one question is because Shayla and I definitely were just talking about it. And if you don't know who Shayla is, go watch my last video. And we did a video 2 years ago, eating, because we like to eat, you know? What is your favorite ice cream? Now, because I know my future husband, one day he's just gonna be like, let me check what my bae used to be talking about before me, you know? And I know when he sees this, he's gonna be like, bet, noted, you know? My favorite ice cream, now, there's different kinds, right? So if we're going to an actual ice cream shop, this is the only ice cream I'll have in a cone. The only one, and that's vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkles. That's the only ice cream I will allow in a cone for me. Like, I love it. It brings back my childhood when my parents used to take me to Dairy Queen. Like, that's just nostalgic for me. If we're gonna have it in a cup or something like that, I would prefer cookies and cream. And I like cookie dough, but I don't know, after a while, I don't know if this is just me, but after a while of eating like cookie dough after cookie dough inside the ice cream, like the texture starts to disturb me, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's just me, but it does disturb me after a while. Like, I just feel like I'm no longer at peace with the flavors coming together in my mouth. If it's from the store, like store-bought ice cream, y'all stop this video after I say this and go taste it, because I'm telling you, it is bomb. It is the Ben & Jerry's milk and cookies. Y'all, there's nothing else to say after that. Ben & Jerry's, if y'all ever see this and y'all decide to sponsor me, let me know, because I will be on that face like I will do it for y'all. But for some reason, Ben & Jerry's, when y'all listen to this, for some reason, I'm not seeing milk and cookies in a lot of grocery stores. I'm seeing the dairy-free one. And if I wanted to have dairy-free items, I would have claimed to be lactose intolerant, but I'm not. So let's restock that. I don't know what's going on with shipment or what's going on with you and ShopRite, or, you know, get that partnership back together, because I'm really not happy with the service that I've been receiving by y'all not having the ice cream in the stores. Anyway, next question. What was the last TV show that I binged? Y'all, I am a fanatic when it comes to crime dramas. I love crime dramas so much, y'all. That's literally like, it fuels me. Like, you know how some people like to watch serial killer documentaries? I don't know. I don't really like documentaries that much, but crime dramas, I love. Especially, I took this one class, and I forget what it was called, but we basically learned about like different kinds of shows and how there's like serial narratives, and then there's also episodic. And serial narratives are basically like the ones that like have that continuous storyline, like basically like kind of like a movie, like a continuous storyline. Like if you missed one part, you would be confused about another part. But episodic is like if something is different every time, right? And I don't really like serial stuff, like serial narratives, because it's just like, I don't know, sometimes you zone out, or like I don't want to say I have a short attention span, but if you lose my attention, it's hard to get it back. And I would say that the thing I like about crime dramas, because I wrote a whole paper about it, I sound like such a dork and I like it. So, and I'm giving librarian today. Like, what book did you say you want? Oh, okay. Go left and walk down straight and you'll see it on your left hand side. That's the energy I'm giving. But it's cute. What I like about crime dramas is that there's a combination of both serial and episodic narratives, that it's like, yes, there's a consistent storyline, but every episode is a different crime. So like, I don't know, it keeps me interested, both like in the fact that I already know what's going on, and the fact that like it's something new every time. I don't know, it just pleases me. It pleases me. So I would say my top 5 crime dramas. That wasn't even one of the questions, but I'm gonna give it to y'all anyway, because when I tell y'all need to watch it, y'all need to watch it. The Mentalist, number 1. I'm not even ranking these, but I'm telling you, I don't care what, if I was making a rank list, Mentalist would definitely go number 1. Number 1. If you like people who are like, how do I describe him? Like, if you like people who outsmart others, or like act like they're the smartest person in the room, or like they technically they are, because they think of things in a different way, that, or see things in a way that's like, how did you see it like that? Like, I would never imagine that. I love that show. Like, I've watched it 8 times. There's 5 seasons. It used to be on Amazon Prime, but now they just moved it over to HBO Max. So if y'all have that, check it out and let me know down in the comments, or DM me on Instagram and tell me how you liked it, because I'm telling y'all will like it. Number 2, and mind you, I'm not ranking these, I'm just, I mean, The Mentalist, but that's just because that's just good TV. That's good TV. And also, one thing I like is that The Mentalist is over, so it's like, I think there is 5 or 7 seasons. I don't really remember. I believe it's 5, but I could be lying, so don't quote me on that. The show's over, right? I'm the type of person, I hate waiting for shows to come out. I like for shows to just be over, put all the seasons out so I can just watch everything, because I'm not, like I said, you lose my attention quick. Once I lose interest in a show because I had to wait, there's no me coming back. And a prime example of that is number 2, Blacklist. Y'all, that is on Netflix. I love that show. I put 3 of my friends on, and I'm telling y'all will love that show. It is so good. But the show is still out right now. So like right now, like they're updating slowly on Netflix, and because I had to wait so long, I've lost interest, but it was such a good show. Do I think I'll go back? Maybe one day, but it ain't today. My 3rd show, I would say I like Castle, just because like it just has that quirky humor, and it's just like, shut up. And like, I just love, also deep down in my heart of heart, I am a hopeless romantic. So all those shows, there's like a romantic development aspect that brews between like certain characters, like the main characters basically, and I like that. I just like to see the relationship journey. I like it, and if you like that, I think you'll like these shows. Number 4, y'all, this technically isn't even like a crime drama, even though they do have crime aspects and there is a ton of drama. Suits. I love Suits, and y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, thugs don't cry, but that show, when the last episode, I teared up. I teared up. I called my friend. I was crying. And she was like, what are you crying about? I was like, girl, my show is over. She was like, there is no way you are crying about a show. Girl, y'all, I was so hurt, y'all. It was like my family left me. That's what it felt like. But could I watch it again? I don't think I could go back because I can't go through those emotions again. I can't. I really can't. And number 5, I would definitely say would be Covert Affairs. If you watch Covert Affairs, I like it. She blows mine sometimes. And sometimes I want to, roll quick on her. But for the most part, it keeps you interested. It really does. Because, like, people just be lying. It's like, why are you lying? Why are you always lying? And why are you always lying? Oh my God. Right. Yeah, I like Covert Affairs. Also, I liked Elementary. If you like, I think y'all would like Elementary. He just be saying some out-of-pocket stuff. You just be looking at him like, sir, relax, chill on him. I started watching Monk. It's good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's good. It's just that he will blow yours if you don't have patience. Like, sometimes I'm like, I'm not even his aide. And I'd be like, what are you doing? Get over it. Like, stop it. Sometimes, like, he just blows mine. So I can watch it in doses. I can't watch, like, a whole 8 episodes back to back to back. Like, I could do maybe 1 or 2 and sometimes 3. But then I got to walk away. Because I'm like, nah, he's really blowing mine. But yeah, next question, because I feel like I'm just prolonging this answer. This next question, right? I've gotten this almost my entire life. And I'm just gonna say the question and then I'm gonna give my opinion, takes, and everything on it. I've always been asked, as a plus size, full figured woman, how do you stay so confident? Like, how do you maintain your confidence? And my answer to that, like, people say it like it's a compliment. It's like kind of like, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. Like, that's what it feels like to me, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because it's times where, like, I'll just be walking, minding my business, like, I look good, I can't help it. What you want me to do? Right? And I'll just be walking and someone will be like, oh my gosh, like, you have so much confidence. That's like, if you see a skinny person or someone who's not thick or whatever, walking in the street, just minding their business, do you walk up to them and say, oh, you're so confident? Why the plus size girl gotta be confident? Because she just minding her business, walking, and looks like she does not care about the judgment that society has put on her. Like, I know some people genuinely mean that as a compliment, but it's really not a compliment to me. It's really not. And, like, anyway, I'll continue on with my answer. So as y'all know, I'm Caribbean, I'm Haitian. And first off, being plus size in a Caribbean household, nah. Growing up, all I ever heard was, you need to lose weight, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. And granted, everybody has their own opinion when it comes to people being plus size, overweight, whatever you want to call it. People always have their own opinions, and I think a lot of times what people don't realize is that most of their opinions is based off what society has deemed as being the norm, right? And the way I like to think is that a lot of times certain body types that weren't seen as being socially acceptable are now what people are considering to be the norm. I don't know if y'all remember when having a big butt used to be something nobody wanted. I mean, I always wanted a big butt, so I don't know why other people were not wanting that. Like, don't you want some cushion when you fall? But like, I remember it was a thing where people did not want a big butt. They didn't want none of that because they're like, oh my God, it's just fat and cellulite. And I'm like, now everybody over here going to doctors trying to get a BBL. Half y'all be looking botched. Like, how you go looking for an hourglass but walk out looking like a mug? The way that I remain so confident is I've always had this mentality that someone else's judgment does not reflect who I am. Just because someone else doesn't like it, as long as I like it, what does that have to do with me? It has nothing to do with me. If somebody isn't comfortable with me being who I am, how is that supposed to affect me? Because what you're uncomfortable with has nothing to do with me. That's the thoughts and the perception you've created in your own mind. So while you're affected, I'm going to continue living my own life because you have nothing to do with me. I breathe for me. I don't breathe for you. And that's why I've had that mentality with both friends, family, strangers, the world, society. That's just how I think. And I mean, it's gotten me this far. So maybe I should try it. Now, y'all, let's get into dating because I feel like a lot of people want to know about my dating life. I don't know why. What is my relationship status? I am single like a Pringle. I am dolo on the solo. Okay? Yeah. Table for one, please. Why are you single? That's a very loaded question. I'll be flat out and I'm gonna say it. I have commitment issues. I'm terrified of commitment, especially the way this generation is rocking and rolling. I don't want to get on that ride. I don't like roller coasters. I don't like boats. I don't like bumpy rides. I like to be smooth sailing, just smooth sailing. And the way I know I'm gonna be smooth sailing is if I'm just by myself. Because I'm one of those people who believes that people come into your life as a lesson or to serve a certain purpose, to teach you something about yourself or about others, or like change your mindset. I believe in that very faithfully and heavily. And I definitely think that most people that I've encountered in life on a romantic level have definitely taught me certain things. But it's just like, I have fear of commitment because I rarely hear good stories about relationships. And a lot of the relationships that I've witnessed through friends and like certain family members is not ideal to what I want, you know? And it's like, I try to keep an open mind in terms of saying like, oh, I know like when I'm not looking, the love of my life is gonna come. Like I mentioned, I'm a hopeless romantic at heart. I am. Even though I'm afraid of commitment, I am open to it, but it's just like the moment sometimes it's presented to me, I try to find the exit. And that's probably myself subconsciously telling myself like, Rebecca, that's not the one for you. But I mean, I gotta jump into the water at one point. Do I want to get married? Yes, I do in life. But you know what I realized? If you watch Shayla's video, then you know this. You probably heard it before. But if you haven't watched her video, I am a very career-driven woman. And I think because I'm not entirely happy where I am currently in my life, I don't look at dating as a priority. I put my career as a priority because I know that's something that I potentially and somewhat can control. But when it comes to dating, that's another person. That's a whole other variable that I have to consider and take into consideration. And I'm very much about self-love, self-care, everything about me. And, you know, I feel like that's all I can maintain right now at the current moment. Like, I feel like all I can worry about right now is me and no one else. I don't know, does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense because I'm not re-saying it. Do I want kids? Yes, I do. I do. I love kids. I really do. Do I think I'm prepared for a kid right now? Hell no. But I definitely do want kids. I want, like, y'all probably gonna judge me for this, but I don't care. I want 12 kids. I genuinely do. Everybody thinks I'm lying or joking or I'm just saying things to chat. And it's like, no, I really do. I always wanted a big family. Like, Right now, it's just me and my sister and my parents. So, like, we're a family of 4. And it's like, I always wanted a super big family. I always have. Always. I've always wanted a big family. I'm jealous of people who do have super big families. Will I be pushing them out? Absolutely not. I might have one on my own, but I definitely want to adopt. I feel like there's so many kids out there in the system that just need a home or people to love. And I want to adopt kids. Like, I've always said that. I just love kids. And basically, like, helping, I think with kids, it's so interesting to see how their parents' teachings and, like, you know, their mindsets and perspectives that they share with their kids basically, like, helps form these people into these people. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, okay, rock with me on this one. Certain people who have certain ideals and perspectives that don't make sense, you're like, who raised you? But then when you really think about it, you're like, yo, somebody really passed those ideals down onto you and you really believe and think that makes sense. Wow. I'm so sorry for you. How unfortunate. But then you have some forward-thinking people and it's like, you're smart. I like that. You think. You're open-minded. You think past what society has told you to see. You know, that makes sense. I think it makes sense to me. Last few questions, y'all, because I feel like I've been talking a lot. I'm getting cotton mouth. We're approaching the end of July and the year is almost up. 2023 is almost here. So what goals do you have set for the rest of the year? What goals or goal do you have set for the rest of the year? This is gonna sound so sad. This is, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Say it with your chest. My goal for the rest of 2022 is to be happy. Now, let me explain myself, because I know people are like, wow, she is so depressing. Or like you would look and be like, you look happy. But no, what I mean is, in terms of, there's been times where, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a career-driven person. And I focus so much on the career goals that I have set that I don't pay attention to what I'm doing in the moment. I don't enjoy or experience what I'm doing in the moment. I just do it, but while I'm doing it, I'm thinking too, like, a far ahead, right? So I don't allow myself to be in the moment and to be in that environment and to experience things while things are happening. And I realized that because one of my friends had mentioned one of the events her and I had went to, and she's like, oh, Rebecca, I remember when this happened. And I was just like, and she was like describing the feeling of it. And for me, I was just there. Like, I didn't embrace where I was in the moment, in the environment. Like, I didn't embrace it. And I realized, like, doing that doesn't bring happiness to me. Like, it honestly, it rips me away from, like, being in that moment and smiling and being happy. Because she was like, yeah, you look like you were, like, zoned out. It's because I was thinking so far ahead. I'm not focusing about what's happening in front of me. And it's not good. It's really not. So I would say my goal is to be happy in the moments that I am experiencing. Be happy at what I'm accomplishing and stop focusing so much of where I want to be and focus where I'm at right now. So I definitely think that's my goal for the rest of the year. And I feel like once I have that, I'll implement that more into the years to come. What is your biggest pet peeve? I have a lot of pet peeves, but I would definitely say one of my biggest pet peeves is slow drivers. Yes, I say slow drivers. And the reason why I say slow drivers is because I feel like people don't know their lanes. People do not know how to drive in the lanes that they should automatically be assigned to or feel like they should be comfortable in. And let me give you an example, right? So today earlier. My friend was like, Rebecca, why are you saying everybody's driving so slow? Like, you're off today. Like, you don't have nowhere to be. Like, there's nowhere to be rushing. But it irritates me when I'm forced to be going at a certain speed. Like, I was in a 45 mile per hour road, and y'all, I was driving 30. How does that make sense? Because everybody in front of me refuses to drive, and of course, there's only one lane. There's not two, because trust me, believe, if there was two, I would have dipped and dashed. Like, I hate being forced to go at a certain speed. If I choose to be at that speed, that's because of me. But no, I was forced to be at that speed, and I'm not a slow driver. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Especially when I'm on the highway. I don't know why people think that the middle lane is for people who actually drive the speed limit. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's not. Learn your lane. Pick the lane that you know you're comfortable in. The right lane is for people who want to go the speed limit and lower. The middle lane is for people who are not afraid to go 20 miles per hour over the suggested speed limit. The left lane is for people who are not afraid to get into a high car speed chase with the cops. Learn your lane, pick your space, and that space wasn't for you. That's all I'm gonna say on that topic. What is your favorite drink? Y'all, I drank it, so I can't even show y'all. Listen, future husband, if you're watching this, let me just let you know. My favorite drink, I go to Dunkin' and I get an iced green tea with less ice. That's it. That's all. I used to get it with lemon, but they discontinued lemon. I don't know how you discontinue a fruit, but you know, who am I? I'm not the business. So Dunkin', if you ever watch this, you got some splaining to do, okay? When I go to Panera, I love I forget, it's like a green, they have like these intricate names for it, but it's green tea and lemonade. I like a nice little half and half moment, but that's really it. As you can tell, like, I like green tea. I do. I don't drink coffee. Honestly, coffee doesn't wake me up. It doesn't help me sleep. It's just, what does it do? I don't know. It does nothing to me. Like, green tea, literally every time I sip it, I feel like my blood vessels are just jumping with joy. Like, hey. Yeah, clearly I need to go to bed. Hey y'all, the last two questions. What's the first thing you would do if you won the lottery? The first thing, I would definitely pay off my student loans. Oh, I don't got time to stress about that. Y'all, I do not want to stress about that at all. Then the second thing I would do, I would definitely give my parents a good amount for them to quit their jobs, you know, live lavish, do what you gotta do. I would definitely put, like, if I won I'm speaking in terms of if I won the current Mega Millions jackpot that's like at 1 point something billion. Oh, y'all, for sure. Paying off my student loans. Then I would give my parents their you know, a good amount. And then I would give my sister a good college fund for her to go to college or do what she wants with it, but definitely for college. If you watch this, sis, you got no choice. Then I would purchase an island and disappear for like a good 6 months, because that sounded a little sad. I would purchase an island and definitely disappear for a few months. I'd probably come back because I'll be bored, but would I want to come back to America? I don't think so. I'd probably just bring my friends and family out there. We just live there for forever. That's it. Sounds great to me. And I'd invest too. I'd probably do that. I'll stick that between after I set up my sister's college fund. I'll invest, then purchase an island. Yeah. Sounds right. That sounds good. I like that. Yeah, that's the plan, Rebecca. We're gonna do it. I have two more. I know I said two more before, but clearly I can't count. And she says she likes math. What is your favorite quote from a TV show, movie, book, or just quote that you've heard? And my favorite quote, the quote I live by, y'all, is work until you no longer have to introduce yourself. That is my favorite quote, and I can't even tell you who said it. I don't know who said it, but when I heard that quote, I said, oh, wow. That's the one for me. That's literally the quote that I live by. Because it's true. Work until I no longer have to introduce myself. Do you think Beyonce walked into a room and say, "Hi, I'm Beyonce"? No, you know who she is because she is that girl. So I just know one day in life I'm going to get to the status and point where I'm just like, they'll be like, "Miss Eugene, call me Rebecca." Rebecca, get out your delusions. My last question is, where do you want to be in the next 3 years? And I think y'all already know this answer. If y'all don't know this answer, I'm happy to say it again. I definitely want to work full-time in the entertainment field. Like, the little doses that I've gotten have definitely just made me want to be in that environment full-time. Like, for right now, I definitely want to experience it, because, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, you experience things, and then once it happens, like, you realize you don't actually like it. But it's just like, I want to experience it. For right now, I do it on the side, and I want to do it full-time because I'm really interested in it and I love it. It's my passion, honestly. So that's exactly where I want to be in 3 years. That is all the questions I have for today, y'all. If you feel like there are certain questions that you would like for me to answer, or there's certain questions you feel like you just want to know, or you just want to have a conversation, you know, you can definitely comment them down below, or you can hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. They're all the same which is @SpeciallyBecca. Same as the YouTube channel. We kept it consistent for y'all. That's it for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I always forget to say that, but I'm gonna say it now. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all should do it. Y'all should do it. But yeah, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, honeys.